is Monday, February 5th. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Quick recap of yesterday on our 5-man, we hit. We went down to a 4. We had 1 DNP, but we end up going 3 or 4. We'll take the small win. Overall for the week, we went 5 of 7, Saturday being our worst day. But 5 of 7, that's a good week. If you were to do bankroll management, you should have came out with some decent profit for that week. Hopefully we can do better, if not replicate again this week. So let's get started. My 2-man for the day 1 of the Ladder Day Challenge, I did post it on Twitter, on Instagram. You guys can follow me there. I know some of these videos get uploaded pretty late, but I do my best. But if you do need early picks, usually I post my 2-mans on Twitter or Instagram. But let's get started. The 2-man that I did post was Tobias Harris Fantasy and Evan Mobley's first half fantasy. I'm going Evan Mobley's first half fantasy due to the fact that he's coming off of his injury. This is his 3rd game, and every game from his coming back from injury, he's been progressing. His production's been going higher. And then I added a Goblin with Trae Young's points. It's the highest payout for a Goblin, and 20 equals to a 90 payout. Usually it'll be 20 to a 70 if you pick any other Goblin. Trae Young does have the highest value for a Goblin. So let's get started on this 5-man I built up. And 3 of these props I use Daily Grind Fantasy. A great tool to use. You guys need more info, you guys can go down in the description, check it out. First one I'm going to go is Cam Thomas. And I'm going to be taking his points and rebounds. General public is taking his points. I'm going to be taking his points and rebounds at 27.5. Obviously, you can get this on points alone. He does average about 4 or 5 rebounds a game. So I'll be taking his points and rebounds. Second leg I'm going with is DeJounte Murray. And he cashed for us 3 of the 4 times during the past week. We're going to go back at him again. And we're going to be taking his rebounds and assists once again. I like it. It's at 11. So I like the push equity. Obviously, he needs 12 to cash this prop. But worst case scenario, he pushes. But I think he should get about 13 or 14 against the Clippers. Big reason for that too is Clint Capella's out of the lineup, so he should grab more rebounds as well. Next up I'm going with is James Harden, and I'm going to be taking an under here. This one's Daily Grind Fantasy with the 53.8% hit rate to go under, 9.5 assists. I'm going to be taking the under on that. Needs 10 to beat us. He's only gone over 2 of the past 5. Past 10, he's only gone over 4 of the past 10. So I'll be taking the under. He's been averaging about 7 or 8 assists a game. My 4th leg I'm taking will be Jonathan Kuminga. And he cashed for us twice the past week. So I'm going to be taking his fantasy score at 32.5. The general public is taking his points at 19.5. His points and rebounds is another good prop as well. I'm just going to be taking his overall fantasy. He's been averaging close to 40. So you can see he has a ceiling of 46. Actually, he has a ceiling of 50. But he should have plenty of points and plenty of rebounds against the Nets. So I'll be taking his fantasy. And next one, my last leg will be an NBA first half fantasy. And I'm going to go with Luka. Reason for that, it might be a blowout. Just for the fact Joel Embiid is out of the lineup and will be out for a while. So I'm going to be taking his first half at 32.5 just in case they do want to limit his minutes. Which they did a couple games the past week. So I'm going to be taking his more on his first half. Usually he's a fast starter as well. So 32.5. Obviously he has a ceiling. Yeah, you have 53 against Atlanta. I mean, that's basically a full game fantasy prop for other players. So 32.5. We'll be taking the over on that. Those are my top 5 for this 5-man slip. Cam Thomas over points and rebounds. DeJounte Murray over rebounds and assists. James Harden less on assists. Jonathan Kuminga over fantasy, and Luka over fantasy first half. So mix and match, pick your favorite. Hopefully we start off the week with the win. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.